time you showed up. Welcome to Morgan's Rise. If you haven't figured it out by now, I'm back in Alberta to take you inside some of the most opulent real estate it has to offer. And today, I'm in Rocky View County, a fitting name considering the area's sublime views of the Rocky Mountains. Did I mention that it's also just a 20-minute drive from downtown Calgary? Notable residents include famed musician and Alberta native Jan Arden, former NHL players Lanny McDonald and Roman Turek, as well as current head coach of the Calgary Flames, Daryl Sutter. Rocky View County has a reputation for extravagant estate mansions, sitting on large residential acreages, surrounded by an abundance of golf and country clubs. And this mansion is no different. Just over 11,500 square feet of living space, sitting on a sprawling 2-acre estate. Exterior features include a porte-cochere at the front entrance, as well as another off to the side to provide protection from the elements when exiting the detached garages. Speaking of garages, there are actually 6 garage spaces in total. 3 attached spaces at one end of the property and 3 detached spaces at the other. They're all heated to keep you warm during the cold Alberta winters and have soaring ceilings and adequate power supply to install car lifts in case you'd like to double your indoor parking space to 12 cars. And finally, a state-of-the-art security and surveillance system with 4K night vision has been installed with your safety in mind. Now that we've covered the outside, it's time to go inside. In typical grand entrance fashion, this entrance has a double height ceiling that goes all the way to the top of the second floor. Combine that with an abundance of windows and the space is bathed in natural light. But there are elements unique to this entrance. Take, for example, the contrasting use of colors and materials to create a moody textured feel to the space. An all-black staircase, black doors and black framing set against a backdrop of white walls. Speaking of the staircase, instead of setting it off to the side or creating something conventional, I love that it's been turned into a work of art on display in the center of the house. It's an open riser staircase, of course, with laser cut metal railing panels that add a touch of modern. And in case you haven't noticed, the metal pattern is the same as that of the privacy panels outside at the porte-cochere, creating flow and continuity between the interior and exterior. With that said, what I really love about this staircase is the use of glass on either side. It's almost like it's an art piece you can admire through a glass enclosure while on display at a museum. One thing that's essential when displaying art is good lighting, and this case is no different, with a drop chandelier that resembles glowing seashells floating in midair at night. And the final piece of this magnificent foyer is the elevator, where the attention to detail comes to light again with the metal pattern on the door that's similar to that of the staircase and privacy panels outside. Glass doors with black framing separate the home office from the rest of the main floor. Just like the rest of the main floor, you get oversized 7-inch plank hardwood floors. You also get this bronze feature wall that's bifurcated by this fluted wooden matte black, which runs from floor to ceiling and across the room. And for your daily dose of natural light, this oversized floor-to-ceiling window serves its purpose. Considering that this home has multiple garages at opposite ends, it's only fitting that it gets 2 mudrooms, one at each end. The first is over here and is on the same side as the home office and is accompanied by a powder room with heated floors, custom textured wallpaper, mesmerizing pendant lighting, a sink sourced directly from Spain, and a wall-mounted waterfall faucet. And the second mudroom? Well, you'll just have to be patient, all in good time. At the opposite end of the house is this expansive formal dining room with massive 8-foot windows that flood the space with natural light. It comes with a built-in speaker system that is available throughout the rest of the house as well. But my favorite part is the convenience of a pathway that connects the dining room directly to the kitchen so that you can serve your guests without the need to trek all the way around. But it doesn't end there. This pathway has actually been transformed into a fully equipped wet bar and servery with a full-height wine cooler fridge, storage cabinets, counter space, freestanding shelves, a dishwasher, a sink, and a reverse osmosis system that dispenses drinking water straight through this faucet. And then there's this kitchen, which is a statement in and of itself. Starting off with the cabinetry that's made of 2 materials. The doors are finished in matte black and are fashioned out of a fingerprint-resistant material sourced from Germany, while the surround is fashioned out of walnut sourced from Switzerland. And again, you see the same laser-cut metal pattern adorning the range hood. The countertop and backsplash is all quartz, and I must say, the grey veining is just exquisite. The absence of grouting in the backsplash gives it a very clean, seamless look, with the only interruption being the pot filler, which is a custom kitchen must-have. This island is massive, not only in its length, but in its width as well. It is 12 feet long and 5 feet wide, which means it's ideal for entertaining and packs a ton of storage space as well. It is also home to the dishwasher, this beautiful matte black apron sink and faucet, and a second reverse osmosis system that dispenses drinking water through this faucet. But the coolest feature, which if you ask me should be incorporated into kitchens more often, is the toe kick activated central vac inlet under the cabinets. What a convenient way to clean up any kitchen mess in a matter of seconds. That leaves the appliances, which are all Gen Air, including a fridge and freezer, a microwave, a wall-mounted oven, a dishwasher, a dual motor range hood, and this 48-inch gas range with 6 cooktop burners, an infrared grill, and 2 ovens. Now let's go see what's behind the kitchen. You get a butler's pantry with an abundance of storage and counter space. It's connected to the second mudroom, which I had mentioned earlier. This one is a little different from the first, as it has ensuite laundry, a second staircase that goes up to the second floor, and a safe room with a hidden smart door. This mudroom also has a second powder room because why trek to the powder room on the opposite end of the house when you can have a second one at this end as well? Aside from the kitchen is this breakfast area with a built-in servery, wall-to-wall windows to bring in ample sunlight, and a sliding glass door that provides direct access to the solarium. Welcome to the great room, the center point of the main floor, and what a warm and inviting space it is to be in. The ceiling height has been extended to 15 feet, not only allowing the room to feel open and spacious, but also enhancing air circulation throughout. This also allows more natural light to come in through the clerestory windows that would not exist otherwise. The use of wood and dark stone creates layering and adds texture. You get fine-grained walnut all around, which complements the Italian storm porcelain tile perfectly. Speaking of which, the porcelain tile goes from floor to ceiling and wraps around this three-sided fireplace that comes with both LED accent lighting and a fan to circulate the warm air. So not only is it aesthetically pleasing, but it is also functional as well. Not to mention this oversized hearth, which has been extended, giving it a floating shelf look. I can only think of one word to eloquently describe this great room, and that word is hygge. Danish in origin and a defining characteristic of Danish culture, hygge refers to that feeling you get when you take that first sip of hot cocoa while being snuggled under a blanket by a fireplace. It describes a space that provides warmth, relaxation, coziness, and hominess despite the season. And just when you thought this great room does not get any better than this, there's one more surprise in store. Watch this. The sliding doors disappear completely, blending the boundaries between the indoors and outdoors seamlessly. This is indoor-outdoor living at its finest. So what makes this outdoor space ideal for year-round use? The first and most obvious feature is the fact that it's fully covered to protect you from the elements. There are 3 massive skylights that maximize light penetration during the day and recessed lighting for nighttime use. The fluted wood covering the ceiling is just the cherry on top. This enormous fireplace will be sure to keep you warm, even on the coldest of Alberta nights. And the final feature is automated screens that provide shade on a sunny summer day and keep out the cold on a chilly winter night. Now, for those of you who want to bask in the sun and have no desire for shade, there are 2 outdoor decks, one behind each screen, for you to put to good use on a balmy summer day. There are also 2 more sliding doors that provide direct access to the space. That one over there is connected to the breakfast area, and this one over here is connected to the cigar lounge. Well, a cigar lounge is definitely a custom home must-have. And this cigar lounge does not disappoint. You get an Italian stone accent wall, a wood-burning fireplace, oversized windows, and a ceiling fan to enhance air circulation. From here, you can make your way back to the great room through this black framed glass door. Pretty much the first floor. I've shown you every room and walked you through every feature and finish. Now it's time to go upstairs. Welcome to the second floor. Before I take you through the master suite, there are 3 other bedrooms on this floor, all with walk-in closets and full ensuite bathrooms. And down that way is the master retreat. See you there. Walking through these French doors, you're greeted by this art wall that adds a little privacy and separates the sleeping quarters from the rest of the suite. And over on this side is the kitchenette with storage cabinets, a sink, filtered water, and a wine cooler fridge. So you can have your morning cup of coffee or fix yourself a nightcap without ever having to leave the room. Who wouldn't want to sleep here? With wall-to-wall windows, a textured accent wall that sets the mood at night, and a 2-sided fireplace that also faces the ensuite. The master ensuite is spacious, with a freestanding soaker tub, his and hers vanities, and a rainfall steam shower with 6 jets. The floors are heated, of course, so your feet will never get cold. Picture yourself unwinding in this soaker tub after a long day's work. A drink in hand, the fireplace on, and jazz music coming through the built-in speaker system, and not a worry in the world. As you make your way to the master closet, you come across this space, and this space is what every woman looks for in a closet: a full-size mirror and an abundance of natural light. I love how dark and moody the master closet is. It has everything from drawers for jewelry, watches, and other small items, a dedicated shoe rack system, transparent glass wardrobes, and a functional center island with drawers for storage. And when you're done getting ready, no need to walk back into the ensuite or the bedroom, because you can exit the master directly through here. You guessed it, the master closet is conveniently connected to the second floor laundry, so you don't even need to bother with lugging around laundry hampers. And because there are towels and linens that need to be laundered on the second floor in addition to clothing, you get not 1 but 2 washers and 2 dryers. At this point, I would normally tell you that this is pretty much the second floor and it's time to go check out the basement and all the surprises that it has in store. But that's not the case here. At the opposite end of the home is the bridge, and it's exactly what the name suggests. A bridge that connects the second floor of the home to the residence above the detached garages. And it's this bridge that actually makes up the second porte-cochere. It's a great multifunctional space with plenty of light and is perfect for use as a second floor living room. As soon as you cross the bridge, you find yourself in the secondary residence, which can be used as a nanny suite or even a guest house. It has its own full-size kitchen, a living room, a bedroom, and a bathroom, not to mention its own separate entrance and exit to the outside right through here. Finally, the basement, a sprawling space carefully curated to cater to your leisure and recreation needs. I love that the floors are covered in thick plush carpet down here and that they're heated too. There's 2 more bedrooms on this floor with walk-in closets, a shared Jack and Jill bathroom, and full-size windows that allow in plenty of light, which is uncommon with basement bedrooms. Over here is the theatre room with a built-in speaker system, custom cabinetry, and it's already been roughed in for projection TV. The rec room is spacious, and since this is a walkout basement, you get not 1 but 2 massive sliding doors that walk out onto another covered outdoor space. The fireplace not only adds ambience and warmth, but also creates separation between the rec room and the wet bar. The wet bar has a warm rustic charm to it, which stems from the stone accent walls, use of glass, wood, and dark colours. It almost feels like I'm in a tasting room in an underground wine cellar. It's fully equipped, of course, with a dishwasher, bar fridge, sink, and mirror back shelves with accent lighting to stock your liquor in style. There's also a wine room to store your wine and a home gym with glass doors, a mirrored back wall, rubber flooring, and something you don't see very often in basement gyms, plenty of windows to allow in natural light. Last but not least, there's also a third mudroom down here that's connected to the attached garages. And that's it. That is 213 Morgan's Way, a custom-built estate mansion sitting on a sprawling 2 acres of land, 11,500 square feet over 3 floors, fully integrated smart home, solarium, nanny suite, cigar lounge, safe room, gym, home theatre, rec room, wet bar, wine cellar, porte cochere, 6 garages, 7 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms, and only some of the most spectacular views of the Rocky Mountains, now for sale for $4.5 million. Now that I have your attention, contact this man right here, listing agent Gary Heald, to get your hands on this listing before it's gone. Gary, we first worked together last year on the Bel Air property and it was a massive hit. Here we are again and it's an even more insane property. Are you prepared for the roller coaster ahead?
Diana, Bel Air was a massive success, thank you. But this is Morgan's Rise. It's bigger, it's better, it's 20 minutes to downtown Calgary, 40 minutes to the Rocky Mountains. Truly, go big or go home.
Well, there you have it. Ready,
set,
go!
I'm gonna sing down under the water.